what I want to ask is, normally, if we want to apply for the funding,
Yes.
the donors used to ask of the tax exemptions numbers.
Okay.
And we that don't have those kind of US or UK registration numbers,
Yes.
can we forward the proposals to you so that maybe you may forward it to them on our behalf?
Yes.
That
The
is what
yes.
I want to ask.
The answer, yes. Godwin, a very good question, and this is why this is a really good session, because that service exists, and the person who administers it is Susan, whom you heard from earlier. So if you have, so Anike Foundation, because we are a US based organization, so we have, we are registered with the IRS. So as
Yeah.
long as you are a CEO in good standing, remember what I started with, you have to be in good standing. So as long as you
Yeah.
are is a constituent organization in good standing, Anike
Yeah.
Foundation will be will act as your fiscal sponsor. There is
Yeah.
also, because it does cost us money to do that. So we normally charge 10% of whatever you receive. So that is our
Yeah.
standard practice, and it's well documented. So to cut the long story short, if you have there's a grant you're applying for that require fiscal sponsorship, send it to our grant team, to the attention of Susan, and she will take care of it. Okay, does that answer your question?
Yes, please. You answered it exactly.
All right, thank you. Uh,
Thank you too.
any other questions on Yoko Foba's presentation? Thank you. The next person is Empowerment for the Poor. Empowerment for the Poor has a question. Go ahead, please.
Thank you so much. Once again, my name is Mutyaba James Cloud from Uganda.
Okay.
I want to thank Valentine and his team for the brilliant and exciting presentation. I just wanted to ask them a question. When I listened to the presentation, I expected to get the outcome of the project, especially the chicken project. I expected to see the success stories, because normally donors like success stories. That
Yes.
a lady was given chicken, maybe 5 chicks,
Yes.
and she layered these chicks, and after 6 months, she was able to get this amount, and
Yes.
then this business has expanded, and it has
Yes.
impacted the household.
Yes.
So this one is like chronicling success stories to see the changes you have made. So
Yes.
I expect to get that, because normal donors really like that, to know the changes that we have created. And also, when I looked at the project, I saw you gave out feeds.
Yes.
You didn't talk about sustainability. Was these feeds given once to the then what was next to see that the project sustainable? Because these chips I saw they were not locally made, which feeds on local foods or the leftovers.
Yes.
So was the sustainability plan for this project to see that it is implemented? I thank you. Over to you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Those are excellent questions. I can address the first one, and then I will let Valentine address the second one. So the second one, you're right. The video that Valentine showed was actually on the initial phase of the program, the preparatory phase. We actually have another video which is on our YouTube channel, which documented the results that you were just asking for. So if you want, we can send you a link to that video after this meeting, of course, and that will you'll be able to see where they show the results of the project itself. So those exist. It just was not part of the video that Valentine showed. So Valentine, do you want to address his second question?
Yes, sir. Okay, my brother from Uganda, thank you for that exciting question. It's a brilliant one. It's a good question. Anike Foundation has answered question number 1. If you're interested, you check on the link to see our success stories, and there are still more success informations that are coming. Then for your second question, yes, the project plan was to give these baby chicks and some chicken feet at the beginning. And you will realize that if we did not give chicken feet, we're attending to poor women in the community who could not buy the feed, because the feed technically was more than the cost of the chicks. So that feed was meant to feed the chicks to table level. Then the women will not consume the chicken. They will sell, use the money, the proceeds, to regenerate the project. They use the proceeds or the money from the sales to buy more chicks and the feed, the chicken feed, to expand on their business. And I bet you from the success stories, most of the women succeeded and they are still into business today.
Thank you. All right. Empowerment, you said, did that answer your question? Did we answer your questions? Please unmute your microphone. Yes.
I thank you. You answered partly.
Okay.
Because according to the strategy, these women were poor.
Yes.
They were vulnerable.
Yes.
This was a very good intervention.
Yes.
To give them chicks.
Yes.
And then it was also good at first to give them the feeds.
Okay.
So I was looking at the strategy, because I saw the chicks which were given to them.
Yes.
Were like these. We call them what? Hybrid, or for us here in our language, we call them foreign.
The broilers, broiler chicken.
Those ones, they eat a lot.
Okay.
They need a lot of medicine, and I was wondering where these women get money now to continue feeding them, because they eat every day.
I see.
So I was looking at that strategy, whether giving them the broilers was a feasible strategy.
Yeah.
And I was thinking that suppose they were given locally, local chicks which use food leftovers.
Yes.
And also you can use the droppings to grow vegetables, and you boost nutrition, but also get the income. Okay. So that's what I was thinking, actually. Thank you so much. Because either they do saving to buy feeds, but where do they get money to do saving? Thank you.
All right. Thank you for your observations. Unfortunately, we are, I have some people waiting, and we appreciate your point. If there are follow-ups, I'm sure Valentine will gladly follow up on specifics of the project. But I will want to keep this at a high level here on the process, of how to, write proposals, get it funded, execute, report, and so on and so forth. So I have a couple of people. Violet, please bear with me. Let me go with Sameni first from Bud Liberia, and then I'm going to come back to you, Violet, after Sameni. So as Sameni, go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Sigu, and let me use this public medium to congratulate Hugo Foba for their splendid presentation and also their work been done over the time with Anike Foundation and other partners. From the overview of Dr. Sigu, overhauling saying out of 100 plus partners across Africa, Yugofoba has been the only entity standing tall, living up to the Anike Foundation commitment, and they are working, which of course drive us from there, Liberia, to congratulating them and also admonishing them to keep doing what they are doing. Again, congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
To a follow-up questions specifically that were raised on the U.S. tax number, which Dr. Sigu made mention of, that is to say, if you are in good standing with Anike Foundation, they can lead the process of applying on your behalf. I want to know, how do an entity know that they are in good standing with Anike Foundation with the kind of a concern, arising from the U.S. tax?
Got you.
Number.
That's an excellent question. So very, very good question, Sameni. As I mentioned, there are different levels, even within, although Yokofoba is kind of on a different level, but let's just look at all the CEOs. So I'm going to answer your question with some examples. And by the way, Sameni is actually is a very humble guy. After Yokofoba, Sameni's organization is another of our quality organizations. So now they are not a partner yet, but they are out there in the sense that they too have received support from Anike Foundation, and they've executed them very well. So I want to make that point. So Sameni was being very, very, very humble, but his organization, Board Liberia, is an excellent organization. I just want to put that out there. So back to his question, back to Sameni's question. Usually we give feedback to our constituent organizations on their performance. For example, if we give you a project to do, and it's time for you to, you see, organizations like Yokofoba and even Board Liberia, when it's time for them to submit report to us, I don't have to ask them. They submit those reports. So let's go look at some other constituent organization. I or Raymond will have to ask them, oh, can you give us your report on this and that? Sometimes we have to ask many times before they produce a report. Now, you tell me, does that organization, is that an organization in good standing? Probably not. By the way, we don't flippantly classify organizations. So usually when that happens, we will give the organization a warning. We will tell them, your performance leaves a lot to be desired. You need to shape up. And I will say maybe 70 to 80% of the time, they get a message. They will get a message and they will produce the report. I've seen that happen over. But there is maybe 20%, they still ignore us. We tell them, hey, you are not performing well, and they don't do anything. That's the time we relegate them to an organization. We just put them under inactive because they are not listening to us. So that is so those the classification, it happens by performance, and we will give you feedback before we relegate you to from active to non-active CO. We will let you know that, hey, you have failed to do such and such. And by the way, below inactive, there is still one category, which is active, an organization that actually violates our code of conduct. In that case, we will red list you. When we red list you, you are no longer a constituent organization of Anike Foundation. In our history, maybe 5 organizations have fallen into that category. So it's very rare, but it can happen. In other words, if you do something that is egregious, something it's just contrary to our principles, and we know that you cannot be a member of the Anike family, because Anike, we consider you a member of the family. And so if you do something that is untoward, we take you off. So those are how we classify organization, but we will give you the feedback. We won't do it arbitrarily. You will know, because it's from your performance. Sameni, did I answer your question?
Very well, sir.
Thank you. All right, you can put your hand down. Now let me go on to Violet.
I bring you greetings from Sierra Leone.
Thank you.
I'm sorry I came late, and because it was due to the internet.
That's all right.
Yeah, I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Segu for organizing this workshop. It's really nice. We know that we know how to do things, but I think I've learned something here that is new.
Good.
Like the storytelling.
Great.
And I think that is what I will take back to my organization.
Great.
And I want to thank Susan. We've been working together.
Great.
But I would like to tell Mr. Sogo that I've not been successful to have funding yet. So what is baffling me, I want to understand from you is that, are you the one applying or sending the proposal on our behalf, or we send it and the donors deal with us directly? Because when they deal with us directly,
yes,
there are times they ask us questions,
yes,
that we are baffled about.
I see.
But,
okay.
Yes.
Good question, Violet. So the short answer to that is it depends. It depends on the grantor. And this is why one of the things you can do to help yourself, our grant team is a great resource for you.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I would advise, not just advise, I would strongly urge you, do not start working on a proposal before you contact our grant team, because they will walk you through the process. The process of grant writing is sometimes complicated. And, analogy I will give is full of landmines. If you don't know, you can step on the landmine and you get killed. Okay. So and we have that expertise on our grant team to help you walk through all those things. So let me give you an example. Valentine gave some examples of poor budget. Now let me give you an example of how to do a poor proposal. You write an entire proposal, no input from us, and then you send it to Susan, and you say, "Oh, Susan, can you submit this for me?" That is ridiculous. You have not received any input from us. Maybe you are smarter than us, but I doubt it. So the earlier you get our grant team involved in your proposal development, the better it is for you. They will give you frequent feedback. They will tell you which parts of the questions we can answer, which part you need to provide. But if you've already done all those things and you've made a lot of mistakes, sometimes they will send a proposal to Susan, and Susan will ask me, she said, I got this proposal. I can't work with it because it's, they've gone too far into the bush.
Yeah.
Okay. So the best thing you can do is make sure you are in constant touch with our grant team. They will walk you through the process. Again, back to your original questions. There are some organizations in which you have to do all the writing, but again, we will help you to do that. And then there are some organizations, there will be a space for your sponsor, for fiscal sponsor, and Susan will help you to write that part. So depending on which organization, our grant team, they will figure it out for you and make sure you execute it the correct way. So did I answer your question, Violet?
Not rightly. Yes, we're partially. What I want to say, sir,
Yes.
why can't you send the proposal on behalf of the organization and let them deal with Anike right there?
Okay, so another good question. The reason is sometimes the grantor doesn't want us to. You see, sometimes they want the specific organization to submit it by themselves.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I said it depends on the grantor. Each grantor, they have requirements and they will tell you, so if they want us to submit it for you, they will make it known. And if they want the local organization to submit it, they will also tell you. So that's why you have to read, their requirements. And you have to go by the letter of the requirement. We don't make the rules. We just follow the rules.
Okay.
Is that better?
Right.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Any other questions? Yes. Empowerment. Raising. Go ahead.
Thank you, Doctor, for that clarification.
Okay.
My question is, there are these big funders,
Yes.
like Bill Gates and others,
Yes.
Who are funding Africa, and they could fund like 6 countries.
Okay.
Is it possible for Anike to apply on behalf of maybe 20 organizations, and then such that we can increase our opportunities of getting these funds, and then for us we become co-implementers with you on the ground?
I see. That's a good question. I'm not so sure of the answer to that. I think what you are getting at is, maybe by putting our hands together, we could submit collective funds. Susan, if you are still there, maybe do you want to make a comment on this, Susan?
Again, I think it would depend upon the funder. If they wanted a collaborative effort, a network, we could do that. It would just depend upon the funder.
Exactly. All right. Thanks, Susan. So again, just to reiterate what Susan said, it really depends on the funder. Everything begins with the funder, and they will tell you, for example, they may tell you it's got to be one organization that submits it, or they could say it could be multiple. So you just have to read the requirements. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you so much.
All right. Okay, you're welcome.
Most of that.
All right, I see several people raising their hands. I'm going to come back to you, Violet, because you already had a turn. I will come back. So let me go with Roy Mbifi.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Sagan, for the opportunity. So my question is, I want to know, are there specific funds that are coming directly, or are there specific funds that are funded directly from Anike Foundation? That's my first question. Like funds that are directly from Anike Foundation that organizations need to apply. Okay. And if so, we would like to know which are these funds that are directly from Anike Foundation. That's my first question.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 2 questions. And then my second question is, before Anike Foundation sends us like these grant proposals, is there like any consideration that they have taken to see if this organization meets maybe the basic criteria for this fund, or like what consideration is taken before sending us these grant proposals?
Okay, considerations. I'm writing down your question. Let me go with the first one. In terms of funds from Anike, going back to what the point I made earlier, we really, in terms of our resources, we don't have the resources of large organizations, and as such, we fund at most 1 or 2 programs in a year. And as you know, we have a lot of constituent organizations, so it's very competitive. It's very tough to win, and that is why we are directing you to our grant team. So we're basically leveraging our resources. So by working with a grant team, you expand your scope rather than relying on just Anike. And we've had many, organizations win grants like that. So I'm not saying you can't get an Anike fund, but you have better chances by working with a grant team. Okay. Now that's the answer to the first question. The second question, in terms of consideration, again, it goes back to what I was saying. All those considerations, they will be worked out by you working with our grant team, because they will delve through the specifics of the proposals. And that is where they will find out what are the considerations, because every grantor is different. It's not one size fits all. So the consideration will depend on the funder. And again, you can look at those pages and it doesn't make any meaning to you. Susan will be able to look at them and translate them to you that, hey, this is what this person is looking for. And so that is where you do. So if you get in fact, as soon as you spot a potential fund, contact our grant team. Say, oh, I found this. They may even advise you whether it is suitable for you or not. Okay. So before you go too far, they can help you in all those in terms of figuring out the consideration. Roy, did I answer your questions?
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay. The other person I see raising their hand is Niwa Gaba. Yes, Niwa Gaba, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sagan and everyone. My name is Nwagaba Ivan. I'm the founder of Foundation for Youth Empowerment FOYA in Uganda. So we are currently developing our professional website, and on the donation link button, we only have a bank transfer, and we are thinking of having a PayPal account.
Okay.
And as you know, here in Uganda, we can't receive donations or funds directly from the US or from the international community. So we are thinking of maybe reaching out to find out whether there is that possibility of us having a link, a PayPal button, donate button, that can really help us directly from Anike Foundation. Is there anything that we can definitely benefit from your side about that?
I can't answer that question. I will have to look at the details. So what I'm going to ask you to do is summarize what exactly you would like from us. Because again, remember, we are an American organization, okay? So we are under the rules of the American government, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we have to make sure we conform. So even though we would like to do something good for you, if it violates American rule, we can't do it. So, but I can't answer that question until I know the specifics of what you are asking for. So why don't you take an action from this meeting to summarize what you are looking for, and you can send it to Susan or to Raymond, or or even to me, and then we'll take a look at it and get back to you. Is that okay?
Very okay. Perfect. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. I see Roy is raising his hand again. Roy, you have another question?
Oh, no, sorry. I think that was my error.
Oh, okay. Put your hand down. And is there anybody else raising their hand? Okay. I don't see any. I think Niwagaba is already done. Okay. So I think we get to, before we get to AOB, which is any other business, let me just make a few points. And then I know we've overrun our time. I apologize, but I think it's very much worth it. So there are a couple of points when Valentine was speaking. He made a number of points that I want to re-emphasize. So he mentioned something which I actually didn't think of this, but I give credit to Valentine. He said, Anike could have hired somebody to do this job. Instead, they ask Yokofoba to do it, and by so doing, building our capacity. That's a big point. I always make an emphasis to people that, you look at me. When we started Anike Foundation 18 years ago, we had nothing. We had nothing. Okay. And, in those days, in fact, I was the only member of Anike Foundation. Now we have more than 70 volunteers. Now, did we just become that overnight? No. You see, everything begins it's step by step. And I'm glad Yokofoba is with us today, because I always emphasize to people that what we are building in Anike Foundation is relationship. And we are always upfront. And some of you will remember, when you apply to us, we always tell you, if you are looking for quick solutions, you are looking in the wrong place. Yokofoba is an example. They've been with us for 16 years, for goodness sake. That's the kind of loyalty we're looking for. And by the way, Board Liberia is up, Sameni, I don't remember how many years. Sameni, how long have you been with Anike? Put on your microphone. Yeah, how long?
Since 2018.
2018. So you see, those are, again, I'm just giving you example that, some people, they just want a quick solution. We don't have quick solution. You have to be patient, and people who are patient with us, they get results. So that's one thing. The other thing is that Valentine mentioned, and when we help you, as I said, you see, the value you receive from our grant team, if you have to pay for it, it will cost you hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars. And we give it for free. Now, the least you could do when you write your report is at least acknowledge Anike Foundation. We shouldn't need to tell you that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's common sense for you to at least acknowledge that, oh, by the way, this proposal, it was Anike Foundation that helped us. That is good. When you don't do that, how do you think it makes us feel? So, Valentine made that point, and I want you to keep that in mind as well. So those are the points I wanted to make with regards to Valentine's presentation. Now to other things. I think this has been a very good session, and I want to hear if people will give us your feedback. If you are, please raise your hand first so I can call on you. Give us a brief feedback on what you've gained from this, and and so on and so forth. If you have any comments on this session, please let us know. Any hands? Okay, let me come back to first. I'm going to go with empowerment, and then I will come back to Violet after this. Empowerment, go ahead.
Thank you, Doctor, for the opportunity once again.
Okay.
The session has been so good because it has made us to feel like a family, to know each other, to know that there are people there who are working day and night to make changes in their communities, and that we are part of the family. This has been first of its kind. I've been in Anike since 2020, but I've never seen something like this. And I want to propose that maybe we have a quarterly meeting, having different things. Maybe today, Valentine they have led us in grant search, then maybe in advocacy, maybe in different areas. So to build our capacity. I want to thank you. Over to you, Doctor. Yeah.
Good. Excellent. Comments. Thank you for your comments, and excellent suggestion. You are right that I already see the value in us coming together, as you said, and I like the word you used. You said as a family. I always say, you know, Susan is here. She knows, and of course, Raymond is also online. They know that I refer to, you see, our volunteers. I don't, you know, just refer them as volunteers. They are members of the Anike family. Okay, we see ourselves as members of a family, and that's what you know, you just used as well. We see, so this is a family, and I like your suggestion. We've just we may just have kindled something here, and we should keep that momentum going. And I like your suggestion in terms of a quarterly meeting of our, you know, partners organizations and constituent organizations, and so we will take that you know, under advice. Thank you very much. I'm going to give other people some opportunity. I see Valentine's raising his hand. You have a quick comment before we move on to, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I just wanted to add to what Empowerment said.
Yes.
That if I have sent a series of projects to Raymond, and I'm sure Suzanne. I'm surprised seeing Suzanne today. Yes, so I think in the future, like Raymond said, if we could have the quarterly meeting or a very short training, we should like take a single point and
Yes.
maybe a person like Suzanne or any other person elaborates on, then we ask questions so that we understand better. It can be just maybe objective or budgeting or one aspect, so that we reiterate and take just short time and
got you.
That's
focusing on the specific or your specific aspect. Got you.
Yes.
Aspect. Very good. Thank you, Valentine. Next may go on next to Violet. You have the floor.
Yes. Yes, thank you. Yes, I think you asked what we've learned. I think I've learned what is weak budget and what is strong budget.
Good.
Because at times we fall short in those areas. Yes. And the one that really amazed me most is the storytelling. Normally it's just writing the report.
Yes.
But to do a video about it and have it, you know, in your closet for maybe you would like to go back and then check on it. It makes me very, very is amazing. So I was thinking this group, because we can form a network. We have a lot of strength. And we can discuss issues. What we don't understand, we can go back to Susan and the team. And let me just say thank you to Susan, because she has been working hard with me on Save the Needy. And most times we talk on different aspects, especially on objectives, on inputs, on output, on outcomes. You know, she has been giving me a lot of coaching. So thank you, Susan. We don't have money to pay you, but what you are doing on your team, you are doing a very good job, as Mr. Sogu said, and I think I admit with him, you are doing a very good job. So that's what's my suggestion, and then that's what I learned. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Please give me about a minute or so. I know a number of people are raising their hands. Give me about a minute. I need to switch something here, and then I'm going to come back. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I just had to do some technical things. Okay, so now I'm going to go next to Mtende Foundation. Reverend Rockin, you are raising your hand. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Dr. Sagan, and I have to thank Anike together with Susan. My appeal is to Anike is that apart from funding you are doing to other partners, the project which we received last time about the volunteers who are coming to our Malawi to boost our that program, I wanted you as Anike to do more on that, because it also lifted our organization as well as you as Anike. So it's my appeal to you as well as with your team to make sure that this program is very, very important to even at grassroots level in Malawi. So all what we have received here at the training is very fantastic and very good, and has enlightened us to do more, to look in areas which we see we are in shortfall of. So Yeah, this is what I wanted just to share with you. Please, that program is very, very important. Raymond once contacted me about this one as well, but
Yes.
it does not materialize. So I wanted you also to take charge of that.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Reverend Rockin. What Reverend Rockin is talking about, we are actually in the planning stages of a volunteer in Africa program. Okay. We are, we've always, this is an idea I've had for many years. But you see, at Anike, we are very deliberate. We don't rush into anything. So we've been planning this thing for over a year. And we are getting close to launching a pilot. I will confess that the pilot phase is probably going to feature only 1 or 2 CEOs at the most, because you want to get your feet wet. Okay, so as I said, we're a very tiny organization, so we don't want to do something that we can't get our arms around. So your point is taken. So the VAP program, it is in the planning stages, in which we are going to organize, volunteers to visit, our constituent organization in Africa. So we take that point, and we will continue to forge ahead. So thank you, Reverend Rockin. Let's go on. I see, Sameni, you have a point to make. Go ahead. Unmute your microphone. Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Sigun. Firstly, let me begin my parting statement with a great thanks and appreciation to the Anike Foundation family.
Thank you.
Honestly speaking, I am overwhelmed with all of the comments, all of the contributions from a lot of colleagues around Africa. And for Bell Liberia, we are wholeheartedly grateful to the Anike Foundation. I remember back in 2019, when we were struggling, the first grant ever we received came from Anike Foundation. That's our beginning history. The first grant ever Bell Liberia received came from Anike Foundation. And with a successful implementation, we were given the second phase opportunity, which we implemented very well and submitted our report.
Yes.
Dr. Sigun can attest to that.
Yes.
And from that project history, we were recommended to Susan Carter, and she has actually been more than, a donor for us, honestly speaking.
Yes.
Susan has been more than a donor to us.
Gotcha.
And for that 2-phase grant that we received from Anike Foundation, Susan has tirelessly worked with us, even in the middle of a night. Whenever I send her a communication, in less than 15 to 20 minutes time, she will send a response to us.
Okay.
And we have been working through her instrumentality, her vision, her experience. We have been able to win 3 different grants from the international entity, which has placed us in a better position today. So today, an international entity writing a report on our institution, Bell Liberia, comes from the help that Anike Foundation has given us today.
Yeah.
So on this public platform, we want to say thank you so much. We have nothing to give you, even though this training came in time, but we've been waiting such a time so that we can give you your flower.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sigun.
All right.
Thank you to Suzanne. This is my first time seeing her,
Yes.
because all along she and I have been talking. Sometimes I give her a tough time. I sent some emails, but yes, still she really been, yes, on top of her game, helping us. Even now, as we're speaking,
Yes.
We are on a conversation, but yet still, as soon as I searched my email, I saw another email from her.
Yes.
So she's been really doing well.
Very good.
On our behalf.
Very good.
To a recommendation from Bell Liberia, we want to send out one key recommendation.
Okay.
Sorry to say, maybe this recommendation will be too high, will be too big, or may push you on the wall.
Okay.
But that's our recommendation anyway. We want to recommend to the Anike Foundation for at least an annual symposium. Perhaps it can begin with just 2 institutions from around Africa or 5 institutions from around Africa, but at least in a year time, your partner institutions should be able to come together, either by sending for them to come to the United States for us to have, an annual conference or annual meeting with other partners that you got, or your team to know each other physically. At least with that, even if you want to tax each of those institutions per their coming or their accommodation or what have you, we can look at that, or you can also help to solicit that funding to accommodate those institutions. At least when we begin with that, it will also help Anike Foundation. Mind you, it is cost intensive, but with others international partner foundation or donors seeing it from around the world, it will also help to strengthen, Anike Foundation and the partnership that we're trying to establish. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Sameni. Thank you very much. I appreciate your words. And in terms of and again, as you mentioned, you've benefited a lot, and from Anike Foundation, especially from Susan. So I appreciate that. In terms of your suggestion, you are right. It's a grand idea. I always tell people that you have to learn to crawl first before you can walk. Okay. And one of the reasons we have managed, Anike has managed, to survive. Let me tell you something. There are people. I have folks here in the United States whom I run into who run other nonprofits. When they see the level of things that we accomplish, they don't understand how we do it, because we don't have resources. As I said, our resources are very meager, and yet when you look at the amount of projects we do, so we already accomplishing a lot. But part of the reasons we have survived till now is that we are careful not to do something we cannot handle. Okay, so your idea is a great one, but I can tell you that right now we just don't have the resources to hold a symposium. Like I was telling you, even before we staged our first ever fundraising project that Yoko Fuba was reporting on, we only did that only 2 years ago.
Okay.
Years past, we couldn't have done it. So there is a time for everything. You have to learn to do things in the right time. Otherwise, what happens with some organizations is they try to do too much and then they choke. You choke. So that's why I'm being honest with you. It's a great idea. I think what Empowerment suggested is a more realistic thing. In other words, have a quarterly gathering, virtual gathering like we did, to exchange idea and stuff. Again, does it mean, I don't know, 5 years from now, maybe your idea will make sense at that time? Great. Okay. So it's good to think big. Yes, I agree with you. It's good to think big, but we should also be practical. All right. Thank you, Sameni. Now,
You're welcome.
So Violet is raising her hand again. Violet, you have additional comments?
Doc, no, Doc.
No? Okay.
No, Doc, it's a mistake.
Okay, put your hand down so I don't come back to you. Roy, you see your hand is raised. Yes.
Yeah, my hand is raised. Thank you so much, Dr. Segun, for this opportunity.
You're welcome.
Actually, I'm really impressed that your performer has been able to handle such a training. I mean, like one of the founding members of your performer, I feel so so happy for this achievement. I mean, you would have paid maybe some professionals to do this, or you would have done it yourself.
Yeah.
But you gave us the opportunity to be on this platform and to take our organization out there. So thank you so much for this opportunity.
You're welcome.
And just one proposal, like they've said, you're the ones receiving the projects, and you're the one going through most of our projects. You must have noticed maybe some particular things that most organizations like us need to work on.
Yes.
So I think it will really be good that you can maybe from time to time, maybe either just send a report or just send like a document on some of the things that we need to work on, or organize like a training like this one, maybe just for 30 minutes or for an hour, to point out those errors that most organizations have in their reports.
Yes.
Or maybe a specific training for grant writing. Maybe Susan or maybe one of you in the organization could be a better place to handle that. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Yes, so we have taken that suggestion down, and we will address that. Now, IRHPD is raising their hand. Go ahead. Please unmute your microphone first. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Doctor. Of course, as an organization, we have to give an appreciation for Anike Foundation for each and everything, of course, you have done for us, especially Susan. She has helped us a lot, of course.
Very good.
You know, as a young organization, the skills that we have gained on proposal writings from Susan, if it could be paying money for that, I think you could not afford to do that.
Exactly.
But she, of course, she has helped us a lot, and I think she has an exceptional heart, for sure.
Yes.
Anytime, as my brothers have said that anytime you reach her, she takes a few minutes to respond. And of course, for us, it's a great help, and we appreciate that.
Right.
And of course, even the network itself, that is being a member or partner with the Anike Foundation, has helped us a lot to raise local funds from the local community.
Very good.
Because we have used Anike Foundation as a reference, that at least we have some partners.
Yes.
So, of course, it has helped us. Although we have not managed to raise funds from the proposals that is we are writing, but we appreciate we have gained a lot of skills.
Good.
And also to my brother Valentin, we thank you very much with your team for the presentation and for the good work that you're doing over there. Of course, we have, I have taken some note, you know, we write reports and on effective communication, of course, like my sister said on storytelling, and you know, we haven't considered it as important, so we just write reports and and we put figures, but of course we have gained a lot, and I make sure that the skills that we have gained, I have to pass them to my colleague, and and I'm also suggesting that maybe we can have some sort of a platform that can be easy to reach one another. Maybe, for instance, if maybe I need something from Brother Valentine or from Samuel or whoever, but could be. But I think maybe we have a platform that can easy communication among us.
Okay.
I think that's
yes. Finish your thoughts and then I will respond.
Okay. So thank you very much, Anike. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters over the network. Thank you very much.
Very good. So I appreciate your comments. Thanks very much. And your specific suggestion of platform, that's a great idea, and I think that is something we are going to look into of establishing. The question is, what will be the most convenient platform? So we will take that under advice. A platform for communication. I'm just writing this down. Communication among CEOs. So we will look into that and get back to you, and we'll make sure we implement something that is convenient for everybody. Okay. All right. And Roy, are you still raising your hand, or is just from previous?
No, I think from previous.
Okay. Please drop your hand so I don't. Okay. Right now, I don't see any other anybody else has any comments before we wrap this up. Rose, you've been quiet. Go ahead, Rose.
Yes, I'm just listening. I'm just listening. I'm writing things down. Thank you very much. I appreciate today's meeting, and I've learned a lot.
Good.
Very well from all of us, from the input. I have contact with
Rose,
yes,
can you turn on your camera? We want to see your lovely face,
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
I will do that.
Good. Now we can see you.
You can see me, né?
Yeah, now we can see you, yes.
Yeah, I've been really quiet, listening to everything.
Good.
Yeah. And I sincerely thank Anike Foundation, right? We've been going with Anike Foundation for so many years. It's only I am in Germany, and the projects are in Ghana. So at times it's difficult for me to look at or to control whatever I'm doing, and that is the problem I have with Raymond, because I'm not there.
Yes.
But things are moving on well, and I've now learned there are a lot of projects we have been supporting. And as Africa is now going, I think all of us must focus on to see how good and best we can put in our efforts to support Anike Foundation in Ghana, what we are doing in Ghana.
Yes.
Actually, I am really very serious about education and tree planting. Because I have a project in northern part of Ghana, Tamale, and the place is very hot. They've cut all the trees down and burned them into firewood. They've turned them into firewood, and that is urgently really my problem. So, yes, I really appreciate what you are doing.
Thank you.
And I'll be going to Ghana November. I normally go to Ghana in November, having another project with other secondary schools, and I'll get back to Anike Foundation. Now we had somebody to teach our kids.
Good.
What you send us, I bought a smaller one, but because they couldn't, they are not used to the one we got from Anike Foundation. So I bought them. I sent them something small that they can start learning with this before they start using the professional one. Thank you very much.
All right.
And with the network is a very great idea.
Yes.
Don't forget, if it exists, add me.
Oh, of course, Rose, we're going to add you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Rose. Situ Benko, go ahead, please.
Thank you so much. I'm just here to appreciate everything that Anike is doing. I'm one of the people who have received, Andali said we've received a number of grants through the help of Anike. And I would really want to just appreciate to say, like you've said, we would have paid a lot of money for us to be able to get this kind of service, but you've offered it for free to us. And I think personally, I would really appreciate, because it has really helped our organization.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward to the volunteer program, because I'm also really interested in it. And I'm hoping that as you are planning and reaching in an advanced stage, I hope that it will be a success project as well.
Got you. Thank you. All right. Any other comments? Question? Susan or Raymond, do you have? Oh, Rose, did you have? So yes, go ahead, Rose. Please unmute your microphone.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
I have another link here.
Okay.
They've been sending us laptops to Africa, every part, not only Africa, all parts of Africa. They are lab due. So I'll send a link to Dr. Inge,
Okay.
so that we can send it, because
Yes.
it is really great.
Okay.
One laptop is 10 euros.
I see.
Then you have to see who can take it for you, but it's very interesting and good.
Yeah, send the link to me or to Raymond, and we'll take it.
Yeah, I'll do that. Do that.
Thank you. Susan, do you have any final thoughts?
I really like the networking idea, to form a network so that we can collaborate more.
Okay.
And I really enjoy working with all of you and appreciate the compliments.
Thank you. And Raymond, do you have any closing comments? Remember to yes, go ahead.
No, well, I was busy writing everything down and making summaries.
Yeah. By the way, Raymond is our scribe today, so his job is to make sure he captures everything. So he was doing his job, so that's good.
Yeah. So no, I really enjoyed this engagement. I got here just maybe an hour before the meeting.
Okay.
So what I do most of the time, I'm a researcher. I'm a postdoc researcher.
Yes.
And I was listening to the presentation by Valentine.
Yes.
That is like what students usually do as their theory. So when I came into this meeting, it's more of like the practical side, what actually organizations go through, practically issues related to education, what you're talking about, Rose, issues related to tree planting, everything.
Exactly.
So I hope we can continue this engagement because I mean, these are real issues, and I'm speaking from Africa, not from any other continent. So it's very exciting, and I hope we can also continue engaging.
Good.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Raymond. So I know we ran over the time, but you know what? This session has far exceeded my expectation, to be honest with you. You know, I mean, we kind of had an idea from the number of people who signed up. Susan and I were, and Raymond as well. We were surprised at how many people signed up. It was quite a lot. In fact, at one point, we were afraid we might not be able to hold everybody, because the maximum people good meet will accommodate is 100, and we came close. So we had, I think we had 90 something people. Now today, not everybody was able to join. I'm sure some of them probably, as you know, in Africa, I deal with this all the time when I make calls to Nigeria. Some people will have network connections. Sometimes they lose power. So I'm sure there are reasons why those people who could not join, why they did not join. And that was why I wanted to make sure we record it for those who were unable to join. So again, I want to thank everyone who attended. Beginning with our members of our leadership team, in Raymond and Susan. You've already heard from, you guys spoke it. I didn't have to tell you what the work that they do. You appreciate it. It's not coming from me. So I thank them for making the time to attend this meeting. And I want to thank Valentine and his team. Valentine didn't just show up. He brought his entire team with him today. So I want to thank Valentine and Yokofoba for putting the presentation together and for presenting it today. Nice job. And finally, I want to thank all of you who attended. You not only attended, you contributed. Okay. As I always, I tell people again, Rome was not built in a day. And Valentine made a point about this as well. We learn from each other. I remember, I'll give you one analogy. In my spare time, I happen to play the piano, and I often look at videos of professionals. And I remember one video I was watching, and the guy said, he's a professional pianist, and he said, "I'm sure some of you think we were born playing like this." And he said, I have news for you. It's not true. So the same thing I want to tell you, Anike Foundation we were not like this. When we started back in 2007, it was just me running around like a headless chicken. And then eventually we built and expanded, and we continue to still expand with committed volunteers. We rely on committed volunteers like Susan and Raymond. That's how we're able to get what we're doing done, because we are all unpaid employees. We don't get paid for what we do. So we are not one of those large foundations that have lots of endowment like the Gates Foundation. But the little we can do, we try to do to help our folks in Africa. So again, I want to thank everyone who attended, and you've all contributed immensely to the discussion. We are going to take all the suggestions you've given us, and we're going to work on them. Give us time. Again, we take our time. That is how we get things done. We're not going to rush into anything. We want to make sure we do the right things to make sure that it is successful for everybody. So again, thank you again for attending, and I wish you a nice day wherever you are. Okay? All right.